We talk about why the future Nintendo movies, and the future Super Smash Bros. Games will be linked. So even without Sakurai, there is a very unlikely chance Nintendo will be ending Super Smash Bros. Super Smash Bros. As a franchise is a giant advertisement, essentially, for Nintendo games and IPs. And now Nintendo has basically dabbled into the movie industry, making $1.3 billion in the Super Mario Bros. Movie. It's safe to say there's a possibility we will be getting a Nintendo Universe movie series. I don't think Illumination will be making all the movies. Nintendo, of course, maybe have their own animation studio, and Illumination will be doing some work with Nintendo. But even then, the Nintendo Universe could be getting a movie series, as we all know. But what about Super Smash Bros? Could Super Smash Bros. Tie in with the Nintendo movies? And people will ask, why would you ask this? Sakurai specifically said no non-video game characters will ever be in Super Smash Bros. But wait, the Nintendo movies are based off of video games. So could characters, for example, Mario from the Super Mario Bros. Movie be eligible as an Echo Fighter in Super Smash Bros.? Yes. I do not believe characters like Goku and Superman will be added into Super Smash Bros. 6. I think Nintendo will probably for a while try to keep Sakurai's rules intact, at least for now, because Nintendo probably wants to keep Super Smash Bros. As a celebration of gaming, at least the game Super Smash Bros. I think for now the Nintendo cinematic universe will be mostly with Nintendo IPs and Nintendo series. I think this makes a lot of sense because that's how Super Smash Bros. Started out. But I could see characters like Sonic being added into the Super Smash Bros. Universe and Mega Man being added. Not related to the movies, to the Sonic movies whatsoever, but Sonic being his own character in the Nintendo Super Smash Bros. Universe. Considering that Super Smash Bros. Eventually added third-party characters, I could see the same thing being for the Nintendo Cinematic Universe. Considering that Super Smash Bros. Is basically a celebration of the gaming industry, I could definitely see other third-party characters showing up in the Super Smash Bros. Universe as well. This would be pretty confusing because the Sonic movies already exist, but animated Sonic movies are definitely not out of the question. Then, these animated Sonic movies could be related to the Super Smash Bros. Movies, similar to Mega Man as well, and other series as well that are not owned by Nintendo, but could definitely relate to the Super Smash Bros. Universe. The two most IPs I could see being done first would be Sonic and Mega Man. Both of these IPs being done first as well. Well, but other IPs could also join. This could basically make Nintendo Cinematic Universe on par with the MCU, like I said before the Super Mario Bros. Movie. And the fact that the Mario movie made so much money, Nintendo is not going to leave that money on the table. A Super Smash Bros. Movie could overtake both Avatar and Endgame in terms of ticket sales, which would be pretty hilarious to see Nintendo destroying the competition like they do with the gaming industry. The fact that 30 million people bought Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Switch, and the fact that Nintendo is probably going to continue growing as a brand, this is going to be pretty bad for Disney, especially because Nintendo will be dunking on Disney and MCU as well. But now we get into the question. Could the Super Mario Bros. Movie be represented in Super Smash Bros.? I think almost certainly, definitely yes. In Smash 6, the Super Mario Bros. Movie will have some representation in the Smash Bros. Games. Either as Nintendo adding Mario, which will be voiced by Chris Pratt, from the Super Mario Bros. Movie as an Echo Fighter for Mario instead of having Dr. Mario in the game. Considering that Nintendo wants to continue adding two Mario characters from the Mario universe, which includes Donkey Kong, Wario, and Yoshi, I think doing the easy way out is adding Mario from the Mario Bros. Movie. Last Smash Bros. Game we had a couple, including King K. Rool being added, Piranha Plant being added, and Daisy being added as characters. And maybe to add two new characters, including Waluigi or some other character that from a newer Mario game like Pauline, was probably the two most likely characters being added, or Captain Toad being added as well. But Mario being from the Mario movie being added as the first non-video game character, actually second if you include Rob. But this would make a lot of sense because Mario is already a video game character. Okay, all we're really doing is adding an Echo Fighter based around the Super Mario Bros. Movie series and adding outfits and references to the Super Mario Bros. Movie as well. So this would make a lot of sense if Nintendo does this. Adding the Mario from the Super Mario Bros. Movie and adding the soundtrack, probably not the copyrighted songs like I Need a Hero or Mr. Blue Sky, but adding a couple of the ambient soundtracks from the Mario Bros. Movie, and even a stage related to the Super Mario Bros. Movie. For example, making a stage based around Toad Town and the Mushroom Kingdom, or based around Bowser's Sip, or even around the Ice Kingdom would make a lot of sense. Or making a stage based around the Donkey Kong fight scene would make a lot of sense for representation for Super Smash Bros. Stages in the Mario Bros. Movie as well. You could also have spirits for the other characters including Donkey Kong, Luigi, the Koopa General, and Kamek, and Bowser, all from the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Heck, they could make a Super Mario Bros. Movie series its own separate series from the Super Mario Bros. Series. And this could be Super Mario Bros. Film, which would make Mario have 5 total franchises. You would have the game Mario series, you would have the movie Mario series, which would include all the characters from that as well. And also you can definitely make Mario's moveset differently in the Super Mario Bros. Movie. You could give him all of his power-up. You can make Mario in this set revolve around the power-ups seen in the Mario Bros. Movie. And Mario could occur, and that could be the Mario movie gimmick. Mario will still be an echo fighter of Mario from the games, but I think there'll also be a differentiating saying Mario from game Mario and Mario film Mario. I think this will make a lot of sense for a newcomer for Super Smash Bros. 6 because of how big Mario movie was and how much money it made. And also most likely Chris Pratt will be voicing this Mario as well for Super Smash Bros. Or just reuse lines from the movie if Nintendo wants to take the real lazy way out. Mario being added to from Mario movie being added to Super Smash Bros. Seems like a sue-in at this point, considering how much money the Mario movie made. And considering that Nintendo wants to further expand into the Nintendo movies, I think adding representation and crossover from the Mario Bros. Movie and other Nintendo movies would make a lot of sense as well. I only see this happening once in the Mario movie, but this is going to happen again in Nintendo One for Zelda, Metroid, and other series, and Smash 7 then as well. Or you could get a whole separate Smash Bros. Game around the movies as well, eventually as well, and having a game based around the Super Smash Bros. Movie. I think Nintendo really has struck a gold mine of the Mario movie, and they want to continue that success. But could other Nintendo IPs be the same amount of success? We'll wait and see what happens with those. But the Mario from the Mario movie being included in the next Smash Bros. Game almost seems like it's just going to happen. Okay, that means technically Mario from the Mario movie, because of course the Mario movie is not a video game, will be the first non-video game character to be featured in Super Smash Bros. Considering that the Mario movie is a movie, not a video game. Okay, as well. But Mario movie being added to Super Smash Bros. Makes a lot of sense. They're going to probably add music tracks from the Mario Bros. Movie as well. And, of course, spirits and things related to the Super Smash Bros. Movie as well. And references to the movies and games. And the border between the movies, Nintendo movies and games will continue not being as well. And Echo Fighters based around the movies based around the movie personalities and movie characters would make a lot of sense. So do you think this idea of adding the Nintendo movies to the Super Smash Bros. Is a good idea? Or do you think that the movies and the games should stay separate? I wonder what you guys' opinions on this topic will be as well. But I think adding the Super Mario Bros. Movie Mario could definitely draw fans of the movies to buy more Nintendo Switch 2s, and of course more copies of Super Smash Bros. 6 as well. And I also have an idea that Nintendo could make Super Smash Bros. 6 a evergreen title, like Smash Bros. Ultimate already is. And let's continue adding content until, of course, the Nintendo Switch 2's lifespan is over. Adding content related to the Nintendo movies, stages, related to Nintendo movies, and of course other Nintendo games coming around. Adding characters from newer Nintendo games as well, and of course third-party deals Nintendo makes as well. This is, I think, this could start a new golden era for Nintendo. That's already started with the Nintendo Switch, and it always continue to get bigger and bigger. So Nintendo could be entering a couple of new decades, which will probably be the best decades yet. And yes, Nintendo has had some shortcomings. Games like Everybody 1-2 Switch and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet being released, or games like Mario Strikers Battle League being released in the state it is. But I think Smash Bros. is a series that could benefit from the free DLC idea, using Smash Bros. To promote further games coming around and movies coming around. Goodbye.